me start with the exclusive news of the night, because I told you on my channels, and I'm here to explain to you, the possibility to see Ollie Watkins, English national team, Aston Villa striker, moving to Saudi Arabia. Al Hilal from Saudi have sent an official bid to Aston Villa worth, according to my information, 45 million euros package for Ollie Watkins. And so that's a very interesting story, because now Al Hilal are going very strong for Ollie Watkins. The number 45 million euros includes also add-ons. So it's a total package of 45. My understanding is that Aston Villa want more to get the deal done, but this is the third time Al Hilal arrive and approach Aston Villa. Al Hilal expected to continue this negotiation, and my understanding is that the player wants the move. My understanding is that Ollie Watkins is open to going to Saudi Arabia. Ollie Watkins believes that this could be an opportunity financially. It's also a very big club in Saudi Arabia, so it's not a normal club. Al Hilal is a really, really important club. So Watkins is keen on the move. Aston Villa are negotiating. At the moment, 45 million euros package is still not enough to convince Aston Villa, but the negotiation is still ongoing. And so let's follow the situation, because it's open. Then, talking about strikers, guys, and that's important, we have to discuss also about Darwin Núñez. I think there were some lies, to be honest, on Darwin Núñez in the last 3, 4, 5 days. Someone said the done deal with Trabzonspor. Someone said Darwin Núñez is traveling to Trabzon for medical test and contract signing. Darwin never had any scheduled flight. Asking his agents, asking his close camp, no one was confirming this. And now Darwin Núñez could leave Al Hilal, but to stay in Saudi and join Al Diriyah. There is a negotiation ongoing between Darwin and Al Diriyah. At the moment, it's not a done deal yet, but there is an active conversation for Darwin Núñez. Then, talking about strikers, Aston Villa, if Ollie Watkins goes to Al Hilal, one of the names under consideration, not the only one, but one of the names, is Nicolas Jackson. Jackson was a target for Aston Villa already in summer 2025. Unai Emery used to work with Nico Jackson at Villarreal, and the connection between them is very good. Aston Villa share a very good relationship with Chelsea. Don't forget the Morgan Rogers deal. Don't forget the Alejandro Garnacho deal. So the relationship is very good. And so Nico Jackson could be a target for Aston Villa. Remember that Jackson to Aston Villa could only happen on a permanent transfer, because Villa cannot loan another player from Chelsea for Premier League regulations. Then, among the questions I'm receiving from you, also one of the stories I told you overnight in the video around dinner time here in Europe, it's about Karim Koulibaly, the centre-back from Werder Bremen. This is a top talent, guys. So this is a player for Strasbourg, but expected to go to Chelsea one day if all goes to plan, obviously. Strasbourg are trusting the player for the present and the future, but if the development will go as they believe at Bluco Group, the ownership group of Strasbourg and Chelsea, Koulibaly could end up at Chelsea one day. The deal is done. The deal has been agreed tonight for 20 million euros fix, no add-ons, and sell on close to Werder Bremen. So Koulibaly will now travel for medical test and contract signing. Deal done for the defender. Then, talking about more stories around, a lot of drama in the last 24 hours around Bruno Fernandes. Someone said that Bruno Fernandes rejected a contract proposal from Manchester United and that Bruno could leave on a free transfer in summer 2027. Let me clarify 2 things, guys, on this. First point, living on a free. Bruno is out of contract in 2027, but there is an option to extend the contract for 1 more season. So Manchester United are absolutely protected. And the relationship Bruno-Man United is still a very important relationship. Bruno is a United legend, a top player who will stay forever in terms of memory. So to live on bad terms is not on Bruno Fernandes style. First. Second, it's not about rejecting a contract. It's about negotiating. That's different. To say no and to say, I want this, you want that, let's try to find a solution. For sure, Bruno Fernandes and Man United today, while I'm recording this video, don't have an agreement on the new contract. But for sure, Manchester United and Bruno Fernandes are negotiating. And the negotiations are ongoing. The relationship is very good. Bruno is not a normal player. Bruno is the captain of Manchester United. Man United are in love with Bruno. Man United are finally back into Champions League football, and Bruno will be a big part of the squad. Michael Carrick believes Bruno is a very important player, so there is no reason to create panic or drama around this. There is a negotiation, there is a conversation, let's see how it goes. But it's about the salary, and don't forget that Rashford returned to Man United, and so the salary of Rashford is obviously a point. Then there is the length of the contract, that's an important point, and then there is the release clause, because Bruno has a release clause into his current contract at United around 65 million euros, and now they have to understand. Keep the clause, remove the clause, change the numbers, when to activate it, how many years valid. So many topics to discuss. That's not an easy negotiation that takes 5 seconds to sign a new contract. Also because Bruno is a fantastic player, but he's no longer 20 years old. And so obviously every single contract now becomes important because it's going to be one of the last, 2-3 contracts of his career. And so for sure it's an important moment. That's a negotiation. Then no need for panic or no need for drama. And just to finish, guys, also wanted to mention to you Cody Gakpo. Because for Cody Gakpo, Tottenham remain in conversations. I know in the last 24, 48 hours, the rumors around the story are that the deal is not happening, the deal is off, the deal is not going through. But my understanding is that the negotiation for Cody Gakpo to Tottenham is still ongoing. That Cody Gakpo is open to joining Tottenham, that personal terms are not a problem, so the deal remains on. The deal remains underway, and Cody Gakpo to Tottenham Hotspur is still absolutely on. Then they need to reach a financial agreement, and that's not a detail. Remember that if Gakpo is going to Tottenham, Liverpool will sign 2 wingers, top target Barcola +1. So it's still a long story in short time, because now there are less than 2 weeks of summer transfer window. So we'll be following the situation. These days anything can happen, but what I can guarantee at this time of the night on, what is today? Tuesday, nothing has changed yet. There is no deal off. The conversation remains ongoing, and we have to follow the situation to understand what's going to happen. So guys, let me know your opinion on all these stories. Only Watkins, Darwin, Jackson, Bruno, Gakpo, Koulibaly, many stories as always. Remember guys to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, stay ready because we are here every single day with all the updates. It's been a crazy day with Rodri to Barcelona. Plenty more of news are coming. Don't forget that Cancelo will be official in the next days, but he's not in danger. I think we said everything, and I will see you soon.